don't care to be friends with anyone that was a Trump voter. I can't align myself with someone or someones that think this kind of language is okay. Just make my sandwich. Settle down, sir. You will be fine. Crybaby. Put your mask back on and STFU. Shave your head so you can stand out. All I see is a spiteful woman who didn't get her way. And this is from a woman. You're just mad because I didn't vote for a camel, fill in the blank. Rhymes with bro. Not going to vote for somebody that wants to be a commie. Angry liberal female. No one on the right gives a rat's about your out-of-touch BS. Sit back and enjoy the ride. You're in MAGA country now. Move if you don't like it. Effing traitor. Are you legal? Let's see your birth certificate. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Karen. Hail President Trump. You need a man. You are a man. You're sad because you think we care what you think. Relax, biche. Trump is your daddy.
Emotional, damn it.
These people are making these videos way too easy to make.
Every time I feel my anger over the results of the election starting to subside, and I start feeling like I can maybe lead with compassion and think with compassion, I will inevitably read the stupidest take from that orange taint of a man and reach levels of anger I haven't reached before over him and over everybody who voted for him. And I fear this is going to be a cycle that I will not be able to get myself out of.
I suspect that this is a terminal case of Trump derangement syndrome, but I'm not a doctor, so I am going to have to call on Red Dawn Daily's chief medical expert, Dr. Grouchy. Dr. Grouchy, is there anything that can be done to save this woman? 9!
Do you know how many of you actually cut off your own stupid noses to spite your own stupid faces? Yeah. Oh, he's not part of Project 25. Guess who's about to run our government? All the people that wrote the damn thing. And here you guys are. It's all in your imagination. No, it's not. It's not that, but I knew better. I knew better as a social worker because I knew what happened the last time, okay? Okay? I saw the destruction and what happened to the vulnerable populations I served from the last 4 years, right? But here you guys are. You guys are so stupid to even realize the reasons half of you have schools in the middle of your nowhere places. It's because of things like the Department of Ed. You guys are dumb. Dumb. But here I am getting ready to prepare for all the shit that's about to happen in 2025. Because you know. Yes, it is going to happen. And all of you are stupid. And you're going to see. And guess what? I already knew.
Well, she most certainly has a way with words. It's just not a very intelligent way.
Do I still see her winning? I'm going to give you the human answer and I'm going to give you the psychic answer. The human answer is that look at the logic of the numbers. It does not take a psychic to say the math ain't mathing. We've been talking about this for weeks. And it's not conspiracy to think that a man who tried to cheat in the last election has been up to it again. Then we have the spiritual side of this, the 4 a.m. club side, the I'm a professional psychic and this is what I've seen side, as well as my mutuals and people all across TikTok who have been seeing and feeling the same thing. We have the logic that something is amiss, and we have the energy of the divine feminine movement that has been coming forward. And I've said in multiple videos that just the fact that she existed as a candidate and came forward, that's the physicality that has been manifested. She is a physical representation of the energy that we have been working to create as a collective. So to me, you follow the energy, and that has to manifest in the physical. Once we're done clearing out what we need to clear out, we will be left with the physical result of our manifestation.
Oh, this is amazing. This is so cool. This is one of those deeply satisfying video points.
Oh, yes. Just whoosh. That is yours.
It's like confetti. The worst confetti ever. I want to take it home and show it to my wife. She's aware that this is happening and she's super excited. She was like, oh babe, you're gonna look so good with a buzzed head.
They're still doing this, I see.
For a criminal and a liar in front of the world. What that says about you. Your true you won't even respect you. Look in the mirror. anywhere you go in this world, you're going to fuck around and find out. When people start realizing you mega, they're going to start looking at you different. 2 or 3 glares. Trying to gauge you on what possessed you to have so much hate in you. Watch and see. I already experienced it. When people here in the States realize who you are, they're going to start walking away from you. I'm talking about good people, logical people. They will walk away from you. They don't want to be a part of that. Trust me.
Beta!
Somebody want to tell him that we're the majority of the country?
Never gonna get married. And I'm never gonna be able to adopt kids. I am a woman, and every single one of my rights is about ready to be taken away. My rights as a woman, my rights as a person. I will never walk down the aisle. I will never have a family of my own.
Emotional, damn it!
If you're this emotionally unstable, perhaps it's best that you don't have kids and you remain alone.
I have also been saying that this period we're in right now, some people call it fuck around and find out. I've been gently calling it the revelation, because what we're seeing now is a revelation of all kinds of bullshittery that has been happening sort of beneath the surface or outwardly, but so that people who have been in the Red Party and been deceived by him, they haven't been willing to see it or haven't been able to see the full scope of it. It's all coming out right now, and it's all serving very important purposes. The revelation part helps those who have not yet been able to see the full picture, the truth of what's been going on, as well as it is serving the purpose of triggering our inner wounds so we can see them to their fullest and be able to fully heal from them.
So first we're going to take a look at the season number and the episode number of each of the 6 episodes that are connected to those songs. And this is where I enlisted ChatGPT to help me out. I asked ChatGPT to see if there were any codes associated with those numbers. And outrightly, there weren't until we applied a key. If you apply a standard alpha to numeric key, where A equals 1, B equals 2, etc., this is what ChatGPT came up with. Now it looks like a jumble of letters, until you ask it to see if there's any words or anagrams that come out of it. And this is what we got. I judge glad girl. Oh, but it gets better. Because I asked ChatGPT if there were any other messages within that. So what it did is it took those letters and reverse alphanumeric sized them, where A equals 26, B equals 25, and so on and so forth. It gave me a number code. And when it had this number code, it then reapplied the alphanumeric code to it. The A equals 1, B equals 2. And this is what it showed me. To fix war, vote. Did it mean vote? To fix war, vote. Guys, I don't think that we're going to be going for a recount. I think that we're going to be headed for a re-vote. As always, clowning requires group participation, so please let me know what you think in the comments, and I can't wait to see what else pops up.
Yes, we will revote for the president in 2028. Oh boy.
I also really like to point out the astrology of all this. I'm not in astrology. That's above my pay grade. I do not know and understand how that works. But what I do understand is trends and pattern recognition, and that's what astrology does. And so looking at the astrology, both of the election and the broader picture about Age of Aquarius, the new Earth, how things are changing, and how astrology patterns in the past are matching the patterns of today, that gives you a very good predictive model of what we're going to be walking forward to in our collective future. And let me just spell it out for you. Our collective future is evolution, equality, change on a global scale. From the ashes of the old, we will be creating the new, and it will be so much better than anything that's come before. So now we get back into the human, to the practical aspect where we say, okay, but the days are going by and they're not saying anything. Does this mean they're not doing anything? Listen, this is the only place where my human self gets triggered by all this.
If you're in your mid to late 30s or 40s and you are child-free by choice and unmarried, how often do people obsess over the fact that you are unmarried and child-free and like are constantly trying to convince you that don't worry, you'll find somebody? Bro, I'm good. Like I'm good. We good. Like I'm fine. I can do whatever the I want. If somebody called me right now, 8 p.m. on a Wednesday and was like, do you want to go to the movies? I'd be like, yeah, I'll be there. If somebody was like, hey, are you doing anything this weekend? Do you want to go to California? I'd say yes, but I have to make sure I can get the cat sitter. Babies. But for real, like, I'm good. I'm so good.
People who are genuinely happy don't make videos trying to convince other people that they are genuinely happy.
I've been fighting the fight against the man for 20 plus years. Corruption on every side. Bad guys get away with it. I'm just as mad about all that stuff as you guys are. But just because we've had that in the past doesn't mean that's what we're going to have now. And further on that, people are very hung up on very specific things. But the Electoral College, but they've already conceded, but there's only so many days. Like, listen, I understand your fears. I do. They come from a real place, again, based on the past, based on our history. But what you need to understand is if this is a divine process unfolding, which it absolutely is, this dismantling of the old, of seeing our shadows, of healing the wounds, this is a divine process of a hugely cosmic order. It's all being underseen. Overseen? Underseen? I don't know.
When Musk took over, he fired the entire staff, pretty much. And then Twitter started falling apart because no one who knew anything worked there. And so it's just been a spiral since then. So he's going to go into government and just fire the whole department because he thinks he knows better. He doesn't. So let's hope Anonymous takes him down because he needs it.
So that's why you guys have heard a shift in what I've been saying when I've been saying, hey, this takes as long as it takes. Sit back, relax. Don't worry about it. This is necessary and this is beneficial for our good. We're in the dismantling. We're in the revelation and it's going to take as long as it takes. There are dozens of ways this can go down, whether he's inaugurated or not. Just because he's inaugurated doesn't mean that they can't then pull it back and say, aha, we found out you cheated, but it's too late. You took the oath. He's in. Like, no, there's so many different ways this could play out. And again, even if he is inaugurated, people are thinking that everything that has been announced or purported is absolutely going to happen and there's nothing going to stop it ever. No. There are so many different ways that this could go down. And that goes back to my video when I say, y'all ever heard of civil disobedience? Doesn't mean we're going to comply. So for all these reasons and so many more, yes, I still have hope. Yes, I still see the divine hand in all of this. Yes, I still see the purpose. Even in the purported chaos, I see the divine hand at work. And also, every time I've checked with Spirit, I keep asking, so is she still going to win? Is she still going to win? Even when I'm in my moments of, I don't know, guys, like I'm not seeing much movement on the part of the Democrats. Are you sure? Are you really sure? Spirit tells me the same thing. Every single time. That's why I don't keep coming here giving you new predictions, because they haven't given me new predictions. What they said stands. So
I've recently changed the content on this channel from apolitical to political, so I'm losing a ton of subscribers. So when I say like, share, and subscribe, please subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Right, Leroy? Yeah, it's you, Leroy. Oh, Leroy. Oh, and Logan. You're all right. You're okay in my book, Logan. You're okay.